Good morning. Day 2 of getting this pool in shape. Here's the shock I'm going to be using. I'm actually going to be using 2 packages and we'll see how it goes. So right off the bat, I'm putting it by the intake valve or whatever it is, the intake flow, so that it can, once it's dissolved and I've stirred it in a bit, it can go right in through the system. So once I've placed it, I dissolve it, and here comes some more. Like I said, 2 packages, and I just stir it with my skimmer until it's reasonably dissolved. I'm not too obsessive about every little granule has to be gone. As you can see here, there are granules that are not dissolved, but at this point, I'm ready to let the pump do its job. It's a huge, expensive pump, so it'll do the rest of it great. And here I'm showing how many times I've been backwashing the pump, sort of aiming the hose all over the yard. So that's fun. And more vacuuming to waste. Basically getting as much as I can get into this vacuum and then washing it out, keeping it very clean, getting the floor of the pool as clean as possible, despite the wind that was going on, might I add. Here's the other part of vacuuming to waste, having to clean out the vacuum. And mind you, I probably have done this 20 to 30 times. And yeah, that was pretty gross. It gets pretty gross, but it's understandable. Better to have it in the vacuum and getting cleaned out than in the bottom of the pool. That's my attitude. And now she is ready to go again and go do some more cleaning. And you can really see there's streaks of dirt at this point. Unfortunately, that is the dirt that is really fine at this point, because everything else has either been already sucked up or pulled out with the net. So, yeah, all that's left is that stubborn stuff. And like I said, with the wind also throwing more sand and dirt into it, it was frustrating. But noticing a lot of improvement. So we'll take it. We will take it. One must be tireless if one wants a clean pool. You can pay somebody to do it, but generally you need to be able to do it yourself as well. I do have my son help me with the chemical part, because that part I don't understand. And he also helps with skimming on a regular basis and even vacuuming. But a lot of the time I just kind of like to do it myself, at least when I'm home and when I'm able to. I like doing this. I feel like it does keep me active. It does keep me in shape. Yes, I do wear sunscreen out there now. I didn't up until 10 years ago or so. And I'm becoming more and more conscious and aware of using sunscreen, as well as wearing a hat. Darn wind. At this point, I consider myself above an amateur, but definitely not a pro when it comes to this pool stuff. But I do understand the basics. Keep the water at a level that will kill algae and any bugs and other critters that get into the pool. And keep the darn thing clean. That's why I spent extra money on a bigger pump than my pool came with. like 3 times bigger. And you can see it here. This is made for a much bigger pool, but I don't care. I like it. Now it's time to backwash. Just went out there to once again vacuum the pool, and I was going to backwash the pump, and the wind just kicked up really bad. So I feel like I got the bottom pretty clean, but now who knows what the wind's going to do. So it's a little frustrating. I'm definitely feeling the whole Mercury in retrograde thing at the moment. So just going to take a little break.